Lee, the second pre-season game now and a positive scoreline. Good run out for the boys. What did you make of it?
Yeah, obviously two very different teams again. I thought first half we were quite sloppy in possession. I felt, we controlled the game, but there was no movement, no rotations. It was very sideways and backwards, and never stretched the game. And St Ives come in and sat in and were difficult to break down. And it just needed a little bit more guilelessness, I felt. And this one took a deserved lead and had a couple of chances, but they also had one or two chances where we were just out of sorts. But we're trying a new formation at the moment. It's going to take time to drill in and bed in. I thought second half was a massive improvement. I thought Jermaine Anderson and Willow there run the show, to be honest with you. I thought Jermaine was outstanding. And then if you go in there with Jake Gray and trialist D, we looked a lot better, and I'm really pleased for Addy to get his couple of goals. And, we looked a lot stronger second half, and that was pleasing. But like anything in pre-season, we have to have these ups and downs and try different structures and formations to see where we're going to be picking for the first game of the season. So, when you look at Zainal Williams, Joe White, Devontae Stanley, Charlie Rowan, Trey Cookapaya, and I think there's one other in there as well, off the top of my head. I can't think of who it is, but that's where we're at. To have them sitting Mauro Valetti, to have them sitting in the stands resting today just because of little niggles and knocks. It's early on in pre-season. We don't want to risk anyone. That's the pleasing sign. And I thought second half we were very good. Rotations are good. We played good football. We created a number of chances. Great crosses in the box, but loads to work on. We're nowhere near ready yet, and I expect us to improve in 3 or 4 games' time. That's when we need to be hitting where we are. We've got our fixtures out now, so that's what we've got to look forward to.
And as you said, it is just about trying new things. You're trying players in different formations. Also, dealing with those conditions today, it was very, very hot. Just how good was it to see the boys deal with it in that way? Yeah,
and I can be a little bit ultra critical at times because, at times I felt that we could have pressed a bit harder and we could have worked a little bit more. But it's 30 degrees. We were struggling on the sidelines. We've just all gone and stood in the ice bath because it was so hot on the feet. And, the players worked extremely hard. And as I say, it's all about minutes in the bank. Everyone's got through unscathed. And to be fair, I must say I thought Kareem first half up front was a real handful as well. So, lots of pleasing signs. And this is what pre-season's all about. You can peak too early, and it's not about that at the moment. It's about different combinations and trying different things. So that's really pleasing. And we go on now to the next one on Tuesday night at St Ives.
And then just looking ahead, we did have the fixtures come out in the week. It's a tricky start against some of the best teams in the league. Is that something for you boys just to look forward to?
Well, look, if you look at it, you got 8 games, first 8 games, 7 teams either got in the playoffs last year or were in the National League. And then you look at Slough's home form, it's a massive 8 games. But look, every single game in this league's tough, and every single manager's going to say the same thing. And we all have to play them twice anyway. So we have to play them at some point. It's going to be extremely hard, and that's why I feel it's really important to keep a real healthy squad. And we're not going to risk anyone with any knocks or niggles because, it's really important that we keep a fit group rather than an injured group ready for them first games. But look, our main focus has to be on, firstly, Potter's Bar in the cup final and then on to Maidstone, because that's all we got to worry about. It's one game at a time. We can't control the uncontrollable at the end of the day. We can look at it, and on paper, we're nearly every team we're playing full time in them 8 games, but it means nothing at the end of the day. It's 22 men going to battle, and that's what it's about. So our full focus is on Maidstone, a very good side, very good management team, and it'll be an extremely tough game. But I have to say again, 300 here today was brilliant. I really hope that we continue that because, to play St Ives here and get 300 is really positive. So pleasing signs. We've just got to keep moving forward. As I say again, keep injury free and prepare for the first game of the season.
Thank you, Lee.
Cheers, mate.